Hey Saggy, how are my truth seekers doing? Let's work with the Mythic Tarot today. This will be a reading for the next 2 months for September and October. So happy fall and Merry Samhain. Sagittarius, please. This is a general tarot reading, so anything can come up. Regardless of this, afterwards, if you want a designated love reading, you have one for you and your person of interest. So cross watchers for Saggy that will apply to you too. I will link it below. If you're watching this in October, then you already have one for October as well. And yeah, it's just a deep look into the dynamic and how things unfold in that time frame. Okay. All right. Sagittarius, please. Message for Sagittarius. Knight of Pentacles. There's something that you want to begin, and you want to go slow and steady with it. You want to make sure that, and I'm reading you right now. It's like, it seems like you want to like cross your T's, dot the I's, be like, I need this to be right. I need this to be just right. You want to make sure that nothing can go wrong. Let's see. What else? The Fool. I'm picking up that you want to attain a level of freedom. With that, what I just said about the Knight of Pentacles is like, you're like, if I can just do, if this would work, I could have the freedom that I want. Or I'll be able to do this and that. If only this works, so I have to go about it smart. It is an opportunity for freedom, for a new start. Can't think of a Sagittarius that will resist that. What is this? Show us more, please. Queen of Pentacles. It looks like you want to make an offer to someone, to this Queen of Pentacles, and it's out of the box and kind of out there. So you want to make sure, and that's probably why you want to make sure that everything is as clear as possible and showcases the potential of it. It's like you want to maximize the potential of them saying yes, right? It's like, if I want to approach this Queen of Pentacles, if I want to approach this person or this opportunity, I need to sell it, right? It's good that it's crazy and out there, but it needs to also sell as something that can work. I need to open a window. Hold on. I'm back. This could be a financial endeavor or an actual proposal. If this is romantic, this could be a marriage proposal or, hey, move in with me kind of thing. Oh, there we go. But this requires investment and a level of risk. Oh, such interesting combinations. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Hangman. The Hangman is like Prometheus, who stole fire from the gods to give it to mankind, and then the gods punished him for it. It's a similar archetype to Lucifer, who's the light bearer who took the light of wisdom, of truth from God to bring to humanity, right? Also punished for it. It's interesting how someone can help us and then we're told that they're bad for it and then we just believe it, right? Mankind has allowed Prometheus to be punished for helping them. Till today, there's this, um, vilification of a fallen angel who fell because they wanted to deliver truth to humanity. I mean, I know I'm oversimplifying it, and those are archetypes, but there's something painfully poignant about it, how it's really important how we present the help or the assistance. It's really important that we feed them with a spoon when it comes to why it's helpful. People are very amenable. It's like that saying, 10% are always good, 10% are always bad, and 80% can be persuaded this or that. You can be doing something really great for someone, but if someone else just tries to distort and make you look bad, then they'll believe it. It's crazy how people can be convinced of anything. And there's something coming through here. It's like, okay, you're doing something good, strong, with great potential that can succeed and do well. The package is really important. I know you think it's obvious and that it should speak for itself, and I agree with you. It should speak for itself. Unfortunately, it doesn't. You got to really, really, really clarify things. Why you do it, how you do it, and how it will be beneficial. Okay. You don't want to find yourself, being the hero, but then being accused of being the villain. And it happens like that. Um, that's why they say it's dangerous to help people. And I'm not saying don't help people, but I'm just trying to clarify the point of this reading, to possibly prevent you from. All you have to do what you do, but all you have to do is just present it in a smart way, in an extra clear way, leaving no room for doubt or assumptions or guesses. There we go. The Hierophant just spoke what I just said, pretty much. Be extra explanatory. You're the Hierophant. Don't let them turn you into the devil. Can easily be done, unfortunately. Don't let it happen. By prevention. You don't want to turn off fires once the spark starts, it becomes a forest fire. Don't let the spark start. Cushion it really well. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but especially if it's like a case where you're advocating for yourself or on behalf of someone, like just chew up the explanations. Act, pretend that you're talking to 3-year-olds where everything can be taken out of context, misconstrued. Assume that everyone involved, even if they seem like the nicest people, assume that they're gonna try and distort your words so that way you don't give them the chance to, if they want to, or even if one person in the group or in the situation wants to. Three of Swords. There will be those who will try, and it will feel like a betrayal, which is why I'm warning you in advance. Your heart is in the right place. You are trying to do good. You do know what you're doing, what you're talking about. Hi. Sometimes that's exactly the problem. People don't want you to succeed. Maybe you have a supervisor that sees the potential of what it is you're trying to do, and they're like, "Whoa, I don't want them to stand out at my expense. Let's dim them down, right? Could be anything, really, from a place of competition, from a place of jealousy, from a place of threat, for any reason. Okay, it's hot. One moment it's cold, one moment it's hot. That's very confusing. Page of Pentacles, a lot of pentacles. And from the court cards, from the royalty, the only one who's missing is the King of Pentacles. We have Queen, Knight, and Page, and then an Ace. I see someone with a lot of virtue, with a lot of good intent, and their heart is in the right place, trying to, assist, help others with it. But it's like they say truth will set you free, but what truth does is terrifies the shit out of people. Because when you face the truth, then you face the aspect of yourself that didn't see that truth, right? People don't want to know about what animals go through in the meat industry or in the dairy industry. Well, if they don't want to know, it's because they already know. And by officially knowing, that will be a confirmation to the fact that they've thus far ignored it. So when you present a truth to people and you feel like, oh my God, they'll thank me, they'll feel liberated, they'll be in shock, they'll just want to do something different, they will prefer to hold on to the narrative that allowed them to be both good and continue to do what it is that they were doing. Simplest example, people want to keep eating meat without feeling bad about themselves. So you're either wrong or it doesn't exist or you're crazy, but they are fine. They are okay. Now it's an example that can be applied to infinite amount of things. Even when it's going to make them healthier, even if it's going to make them better. People don't want to be healthier and better. People want to perceive themselves as better without going through the process of admitting that they haven't been thus far. Hence, it requires a change. Because if you're only starting to be good now, it means you haven't been good until now, and that can't be. No, no, no. You're the crazy one. Sag, I need you to really, this reading is like calling you to understand that, so that the goodness in you and the wisdom in you don't hurt you. It's one thing to not be rewarded for good things, but punished. I can write a book on that. How to be punished for doing good by not listening to everything I'm just saying. Assume you're dealing with scared little kids that don't want to be heroes. They want to perceive themselves as heroes. They want to be acknowledged as heroes, but they don't want to be heroes. Everyone wants the muscle. Rarely do they want to do the fist push-ups. Life shouldn't be about pain. I agree, and yet it is. And the only way out is in. So the only way into strength is through resilience. The only way into courage is through fear. The only way into goodness is through darkness. You want to become the best version of yourself, you got to face your evil deeds. Even if societally they're considered okay. So many things throughout history have been considered okay by society. And how do we look at them now in retrospect? So there will be many things that we do today that are considered okay by society that we will look back at on as like shameful. The trick is to see it now and not wait until your grandkids ask you, hey, did you partake in this and that? Because they'll learn about it in school once it's outlawed or unacceptable. And you want to be the grandparent who's able to tell them no. Back when it was legal, back when it was societally okay, I wouldn't. Now, Sag, you have that essence in you, right? You're the truth seeker. You're super brave. You're super courageous. Like truth for you is an ultimate value. Cheap. So you can do it. But once again, forewarned, forearmed. Be smart about it, please. Be smart about it, please. Another page, Page of Swords. Mind your words. Very specific and very precise with the way you articulate yourself, the magician. Like, be very, very accurate with your wording. Again, you can't let people misconstrue you. It continues through the end of the reading. So this is going to be your next 2 months. It's going to be about you persevering through that. It's going to be worth it if you do. Oh, sorry. There we go. People will ask you trick questions. I don't know. Are you a teacher? Are you a politician? Are you an activist? I don't know what you're doing. Two of Swords. Don't do that. Don't be like Morgainne. People are good in their nature. Stop that. Stop with that righteous BS. You want to keep suffering? Okay. Okay. People are good in their nature. No one will do that to you because they're all very, very brave and honest with themselves. And this is why the world looks the way it looks right now. Because people are just like that. You don't want to hear it? That's fine. Click off. You don't have to. You don't have to. But for those who want to, I'm delivering the message. Cheap ass thing. Threw it out. You will hear something that someone said or did, and it's someone that you've helped or tried to do good with, and it will be a genuine level of disappointment and hurt. The important thing is, the reason it's coming through is that you don't tell yourself excuses as to why they did it. You don't excuse them. You don't stay okay with it because they'll do it again. When someone shows you who they are, Four of Swords. So we have 2, 3, 4 of Swords. Take a beat before you respond. They might use your response against you. Realize what you're dealing with and change your tactic. Hopefully you will in advance, so to prevent that from happening thanks to this reading. But if not, if you forget about this reading or if you don't pay attention and it happens, then please take moments before you respond. So to not make things worse. Whatever they'll be able to use against you, they will. I don't know what's going on. This person in this reading, they're fuckface, and you don't see it now. You think I don't know, you want to help them. Look, there is a possibility that their cross watcher is watching and be like, I'm not asking Saggy to help me. They keep trying to impose their help on me. I'm fed up. It's not helpful to me. It's just controlling and imposing, and I don't want it. And this is why I have to do this. That's a possibility. So one is possible and the other is also possible. Be honest with yourself. If someone expresses that they don't want your help, don't help them. Respect them. Maybe you know something they don't, and maybe they know something you don't. You'll spare both them and yourself a lot of agony. Don't help for the sake of ego, being like, I helped, even though they don't want to. It's not to say that others won't, you know. If someone expresses openness and willingness, then yeah, go for it. But if not, hear them. Honor them as you wish to be honored, right? Back to you, though. Ooh, a lot of cards, but we'll take them. So we have Two of Cups in the Chariot. It's Cancerian energy. And Page of Cups and King of Wands. Okay. So now we have 3 pages. I don't know why I'm laughing. Cool, 3 pages. Um, is there someone that you want and you want them because you want them? Or you want them because what it will showcase onto you if you are with them, right? Like maybe they're shiny in some way. Is this about what it means if you are with someone like that? Or is this about actually genuinely wanting to be with that person? You need to ask yourself that question. Because I see fighting for love, but from a place of self love. And I'm not saying self love in a way of like self care and real self acceptance. I mean, like self love, like the narcissistic version. Um, it's not about loving them, it's about loving what they can do for you, kind of thing. So I'm just saying it's maybe, it's not for sure. I don't know. You can ask yourself and answer yourself. You don't have to tell me. You could if you want to in the comments, but you don't have to. Right. It's the first time I'm noticing the deep yearning in this King of Wands' face. Almost like it's like the first time I'm seeing this, and I've been working a lot with the Mythic Tarot. That's okay, interesting, cute. This is someone different than what we had here in the Prometheus archetype with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant and the Hangman. This is someone different. It's different energy. I'm going to challenge you. Are there 2 individuals in your life, possibly love interests? One is someone that is very honest and genuine and has kind of maybe called you out on certain things and you didn't like them for it. And then suddenly comes another one who tells you everything you want to hear about you and kind of humps and puffs you up. And they're just saying it because they know that it will work. But you then give them a lot more. Choose wisely, Sag. If that's something you can relate with, and it comes up at the end of the reading, so maybe come back here at the end of October save this reading. Choose wisely. There are words and there are actions. Someone who makes very little promises but constantly shows up is has significant more worth than someone who says all the right things and talks a lot, but rarely, if ever, shows up. Don't fall for the trap of the other. Don't sacrifice the first, or whatever order they come through. I don't know. Let me show you the cards. Okay. I want to rearrange to see what else we can bring up from this reading. So we have the Fool, Man, Hierophant, and Chariot. Those are the major arcanas. Hello. A new journey is being delayed because it needs to be planned better, reorchestrated, and then you can be on the go. Knight. Okay, first Queen of Pentacles. No, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Wands. So many people. God. You're having a big holiday dinner? Are you celebrating Rosh Hashanah? Right, it's New Year's. It's Jewish New Year's. Happy New Year's. Okay. And 2 twos. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 of Swords. Yowza. If there's a child that needs extra attention, don't try to force them into the standard curriculum or school system. Give them the help that they need with the type of teachers that they need. Otherwise, you will be bruising them. Believe it or not, of course, you mean well. All parents mean well, or at least most of them. And yet, this is how we grow up, bruised. So, you get my meaning. I'm trying to figure out what's out of place for me here in this reading. I feel like something was out of place. I'm trying to pinpoint it. Some of you might have 3 children. There could be a sense of betrayal in the family. Maybe a father figure has left, and there's someone else, like an uncle or a friend of the family, who's trying to fill in and help. And kind of carry the burden, carry the load, but the children don't understand. They're confused. I see someone that has to go for a mission. Maybe they're drafted. I don't know where you are in the world. Could be military. Maybe you're drafted to go somewhere. Maybe you're sent on a mission, or maybe it's a job assignment. You just have to go, and it leaves a little bit of confusion amongst your loved ones, especially if they're young. I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong. I'm just describing the circumstances. It's natural. Anything else I can tell Saji from this reading for the next 2 months? I believe this is it. So, love readings linked below. Tarot Masterclass Bunkai linked below. Stay magic, stay true. I love you.